Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eugene Honrath from Shadow Warriors. We're going to wait a minute for people to get in here on our stamps and stickers discussion. So I'm not going to try to reply to every single comment. I'll try to reply to the ones that I see going down. But I really want to make this as short as possible so when you go back to look at it, it's not too long and you don't feel like it's a waste of your time. And I'm also going to talk about stamps, stickers, and boxes in generalities, kind of show you what's out there a little bit, kind of spark some ideas, and then if you have in-depth questions, you can always PM me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. So I'll wait till some people get in here. I'm only going to wait a minute or two. Wait one more minute, see who's in here. Well, ultimately, it's not necessarily about who's in here live. It's really about the video. We got Mike Jeffries. It's about the video and going back and looking at it. So I'll give it another minute or so, and we'll see who's in here. What's going on, Mike? All right, we've got 3 people in here, so we'll get started on the stamps and stickers discussion. So you always hear me talk about 3 things: brand, content, and hustle. So brand, have a logo, have colors that people can believe in, that they can get behind. Nike, Under Armour, Battle Horse Knives, Lucky 13 Knives, Two Birds Metalworks, even though he may be changing his name. You have these logos that when we see them, even without the words, we kind of know exactly who they are. Gorilla, Moby Whaler. We don't necessarily have to know who the guy is behind it, but we know what it is when we see it. We know that trident from Moby Whaler. So that's really what I'm talking about in terms of a brand, content. Create content, pictures, videos, those types of things. You have to have content. We're in a content-driven society. We're going to have people who are only going to grow up not knowing TV, not knowing print, but only knowing the internet, only knowing social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and so on and so forth. So I think those are incredibly important things. What's up, Joshua? Chris, what's going on, man? So incredible, very important things that can have a huge impact on your business. I could tell you tons of examples of people who started off with videos. The content's really important, but you got to have a brand too. So having a brand, having a logo, and then did content. They did videos in their garage when they stuttered. They were shaky. They weren't produced. They weren't... Hey, what's going on, Richard? They weren't insanely awesome video productions, movies. They were just talking about the steel or showing someone cutting down a tree or, whatever it is, whatever the content is applicable to your product. It's important, period. And then hustle, just work hard. And you guys all know how to do that, so I don't have to explain that. So stamps, stickers, and boxes. So I'm going to kind of talk about all 3 of those things because I think that those are important. We live in a package society. Whether you like it or not, whether you're a hippie and you don't want to kill trees, we love packages, especially Americans. We do 100%. So when we buy a knife, let's talk about that specifically, or a knock, or something similar, we expect it to be in a package. We expect it to be in a box. And then the extra things, the stamps and the stickers, are kind of just extra that kind of round it off. If you're going to do a box, you better do a stamp and a sticker because they cost so little. So what I'll do is, and I didn't really plan it this way, but what I'll do is I'll show you what I mean, and then we'll talk about each thing in terms of what it costs. So I just got a box from Bark River, Gameskeeper 2. I actually gave my dad this knife. I have to give him the box. Simple box. They have a sticker on the front there. This box was specifically printed for them more than likely, as opposed to putting on a stamp, but you could do that. This box costs less than $5. So if you're selling a $100 or a $200 knife, you put $5 on there, and you have yourself a box with the thing that you spent hours on creating, whether it be shaving supplies, Brian, what's going on, or a knife. You have a box to go in. You have two things. You not only have a display box like Bark River. You see, if you go on the Bark River page, you see people displaying all of their boxes because people like boxes. But you also have a shipping container, which we all need anyways. Okay, so Mike Jeffries says those boxes are 65 cents each, which he's right. But I say that $5 mark because people can grasp that better than, well, it's exactly 65 cents. 100%. These boxes are 65 cents. There is no reason not to have something that is 65 cents. As a regular customer, I'm not your regular customer. I don't really care what the knife comes in as long as it shows up and it's not broken or messed around with or anything like that. So really, I'm just saying this for the regular customer. They care about that. So this box, as Mike Jeffries just said, is 65 cents. That's insanely cheap. You can't add 65 cents to your product. Something is wrong. You can go to uline.com and buy every single kind of box that you could ever imagine. There's no reason not to. So boxes. Stamps and stickers. So stamps, let's just take the logo on the front of the Bark River box. To get a stamp custom to your logo costs less than $50. We'll say that that's the top. You can go on many websites and get a stamp specifically to your logo for under $50. So it does two things. Not only does it build the brand, but it shows that you're a little bit more of a professional business. Whether you have your LLC or your S Corp or not, it doesn't really matter. You can stamp it. Kind of similar to, I know for a fact that this is a stamp. McFarland Knife and Tool Company, they stamp it. So stamps, under $50, it shows your logo. Shane, what's going on? It shows your logo, it creates and builds that brand and name recognition. So we all know what Nike is with just the swish. There's, whether you like it or not, we know what Lucky 13 is just by the four-leaf clover, especially when you relate it to the knife industry. And whatever the case may be, showing your logo, stamping it, brand recognition are incredibly important. You can get a stamp for under $50. If you have any questions on that, PM me. I'm not repping anyone specifically. I know that John Yarham created his own stamp in his little CNC machine. So that's kind of taking it to the next level. We may not all have the capability to do that, but he could do that. Brian just brought up custom tape. That's a good idea as well. So kind of on to the next thing is stickers. There are a million ways to get stickers. I know Cody Wheeler is selling those vinyl stickers on here. You can go to websites like Print Runner, and you can get a sheet of stickers for $2.75. That's like there's 5 sticker combinations to kind of choose. And you're talking 30 stickers a sheet. Yes, they're really small stickers, but they're nothing at all. Yeah, so I'm going to get to you, Rodney, in just a second. So you're talking a box for, let's say, a couple dollars. So let's say under $5. A stamp that you can use over and over and over and over again. And then stickers like Chris or Cody made, or Denny has. A lot of the guys, especially at Blade Show, had stickers. I was happy to see that. It's something that even if they're not thinking about buying a knife, they can kind of take that back, and they may think about it in a week or two. So boxes, stamps, and stickers are incredibly important. There you go, Chris. A 3-inch round sticker roughly costs 30 cents. So you're telling me that to make your customer happy, to make your product look more professional, you can't add under $6 or $7 to your product. So even if you sell a $100 product, you can't sell it for $107 or whatever the case may be. Thank you, Brian. Take care. Have a good day. So stamps, stickers, and boxes must 100%. And what Rodney was just talking about is you can't even say that you can't get boxes and you have to use those USPS bags or boxes there, because Rodney makes his boxes out of flat cardboard, like spare cardboard. There's no reason at all to not have a box. He cuts his own box. He has a good. He says he has a good box company, but he makes his own as well. So there definitely is not a reason not to. You can make custom sizes. I've made custom sizes for things that I've traded or sold, and I didn't have a box here, so I cut up a much larger box into a smaller box. Stamps, stickers, boxes, and they are all tax write-offs. Not necessarily something that people always think about, but good idea, Brandon. So as Brandon's here, I kind of wanted to show you this, and I've been kind of waiting to open it up fully and take everything out, because I thought that this was a pretty good idea. So here's the box from McFarland Knife and Tool Company. No, I'm not repping them. I'm just trying to show you that it can serve a lot of purposes. So this was shipped to me with brown packing paper on the outside with the address and the shipping information, as well as the stamp and the shipping code and everything was on there, okay? So here's the box. We've got a stamp on the front. We've got a sticker made in the USA. Important to some, important not. We have just a thanks and a signature. And then we have what it is and a card sliding out. So you see how big this box is? It's 2 inches by, I think, 12 inches by 4 inches. So 2 by 4 by 12. And this is what it has in there. I'm not joking. Everything that it has in there. So this has a t-shirt. I'll never be able to get it back to that size. It has a t-shirt, 2 cards, a sticker, skeleton knife, and the folder, which he did the stamp and the sticker on the folding box, as well as what it was, and a thanks and his signature on every single one. And they also did a bag for the folder. So come on, guys. Your customers are not that important that you can't spend, let's say, under $5. We'll say with Mike Jeffrey's number of 65 cents, a stamp that is 30 cents, and or a sticker that's 30 cents, and then a stamp that $50 over how many customers? So let's say a couple cents a piece. There is no reason. Your competition is doing it, and they're probably crushing you. They're making their customers repeat customers. Stamps, stickers, and boxes. 100% you have to. Shane, the box, go to Uline, uline.com, which is a major manufacturer of boxes. We actually have a location right here in Tampa. Mike Jeffrey said something about 65 cents or something like that. Let's say under $5. There's no reason not to do it. Thank you guys so much for checking in and everything you guys do for Shadow Warriors. I can promise you that we're going to do two things. We're going to promote the industry, and we're going to promote you, and we're going to protect the customer. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.